Greetings, linguists, speechmeisters, ballonistas. Today, we're going to be talking about le passé composé in French. Le passé composé is one of the verb tenses in French to express things which took place in the past. Le passé composé literally means compound past. This is because it's formed by combining two verbs, auxiliary verb and the main verb. The same structure exists in other Latin languages such as Italian or Spanish. Also in Germanic languages such as German or Dutch. And guess what? English also has this structure and is known as the perfect tense. Perfect indicating that an action has been completed. Specifically in this video, we'll be looking at forms which use the present tense of avoir, to have, plus a regular past participle of the main verb. Check out my other videos on the passé composé for other cases. So for example, j'ai mangé tout le gâteau. I've eaten all the cake. This is purely theoretical. This can also mean I ate all the cake. So in English, we distinguish between the perfect tense and the past definite tense. But in spoken French, you use the passé composé for both. So it's kind of easier in French in that case. So it's j'ai mangé, I have eaten. Let's take a look at the structure of the core of the sentence, the subject and the verb. Je is the subject. Et is the auxiliary verb. The E of je is dropped before the vowel. And manger is the main verb, eaten. This form of the verb is known as the participe passé, or past participle. Very important to know about this verb, full stop, because you're going to need it for various things. So the basic structure in French is the same as in English, or almost the same. As I said, there are some other cases which we'll look at in other videos. So step one, remember, you've got to know the present tense of avoir. So you should all know this, get this nailed. J'ai, tu as, elle, il, on a, nous avons, vous avez, elles ont, or ils ont. Commit that to memory, make sure you've got that. Step two, you add the past participle. So it could be manger, eaten, donner, given, parler, spoken. In French, there are three types of regular forms, depending on whether the verb is an ER verb, IR, or an RE verb. Starting with ER verbs, which are the vast majority of verbs in French. To form the past participle, take the infinitive, drop the ER, and replace it with E, the E acute. So manger becomes manger with E acute. To eat, eaten. Similarly, parler, parler, to speak, spoken. Danser, danser, to dance, dance. The pronunciation actually is the same, but when you see it written, you'll see the difference. With IR verbs, slightly different. You drop the IR and you just leave an E. So it's the letter I. So finir becomes fini. Remplir, rempli. Réussir, réussi. And lastly, with RE verbs, the RE changes to a U, so U sound. Attendre, attendu. Perdre, perdu. Répondre, répondu. Here are some examples. J'ai mangé au restaurant. I've eaten at the restaurant, or I ate at the restaurant. Tu as fini les devoirs. You finished the homework. Elle a répondu au message. Here's some more examples. Here, I'm adding a particle here and there just to see where you put it. So to make the negative, the ne and pas go around the auxiliary. So you have je n'ai pas mangé au restaurant. Obviously, in spoken French, you don't say the ne. So you would just say j'ai pas mangé au restaurant. To make a question, you can just change the intonation. Tu as fini les devoirs? Have you finished the homework? You could also say est-ce que tu as fini les devoirs? But that's less spoken, less conversational. And even less conversational than that is if you invert the auxiliary and the subject. So, as-tu fini les devoirs? Don't bother with that form. Nobody says it. And then if you want to add a object pronoun, indirect or direct, you put it in front of the auxiliary. Elle m'a répondu. She has replied to me. So that's all for this video. Hope that was useful. As I said, I'll be doing other videos for irregular past participles and also the Van der Tramp verbs. So these are verbs which use être for the auxiliary instead of avoir. Like and subscribe. and see you soon. Take care.
Alors je t'ai accompagné, on a chanté, on a dansé, et l'on n'a même pas pensé à s'embrasser. Oh, Champs-Élysées.